My beloved child, the heavens are whispering your name tonight. The wind that touches your face carries the soft echo of a soul who once promised to love you beyond time. Yet something unseen still holds him. He is bound, not by hatred, not by choice, but by threads of karma that cling to him like shadows at dusk. Heaven sees his struggle, and heaven sees your tears. You have felt the pull in your heart, the ache that comes when love is alive but distant, when souls are tied across lifetimes yet cannot meet in peace. You have asked in silence, why does he feel so close and yet so far? And God answers, because the story between you is ancient, sacred, and not yet complete. Heaven watches the way you still believe. You still love without bitterness, you still hope even when your spirit is tired. Every prayer you whisper at night reaches the throne of God like a candle trembling in darkness. God listens, not only to your words but to your silence, that deep space within you where faith still survives despite the pain. He, the one you love, feels you. Though he is bound in another's presence, though his life may seem tied to another destiny, his soul still turns toward you in secret hours. There are moments he cannot explain, sudden waves of emotion, flashes of memories he cannot name, dreams that make him wake with tears. These are not coincidences. They are heaven's reminders. They are proof that the bond between two destined souls cannot be erased by time or circumstance. You see, my child, love that is divine never truly ends, it only waits. And God has allowed this waiting for a reason. The one you love is being tested. He is being shown what illusion feels like so that one day he will know truth when he finally stands before it. He is still learning how to choose love that is not convenient, but eternal. Heaven watches his steps, even when he stumbles. There are forces around him, expectations, karmic debts, patterns of fear, that still hold his spirit captive. Sometimes he feels trapped by promises made under confusion, by duties that weigh on his heart. He tries to be strong, to appear at peace, but deep within, his soul cries for freedom. He does not yet know that the freedom he seeks lies in your forgiveness, in your light, in the quiet grace you carry each day. Do not believe the lie that he has forgotten you. No true connection in God's sight ever fades. The silence between you is not rejection, it is purification. God is using the distance to cleanse both hearts, to burn away pride, pain, and illusion, until only pure love remains. Heaven is watching both of you, like a gardener watching two flowers bloom in separate corners of the same garden, waiting for the day the sun will make their shadows meet. You must trust the timing of the divine. You must believe that what belongs to you in truth cannot be lost, not to another, not to fate, not to time. Heaven asks you to let go of the struggle but hold on to the faith. When you stop chasing what is already written, you will see miracles unfold in quiet ways. Signs will appear, numbers, songs, feathers, unexpected encounters, all whispering that the story isn't over. For love that begins in God's will cannot end in human misunderstanding. Your prayers are not in vain. Every tear you shed has watered the soil of His awakening. You are not suffering without purpose, you are being shaped into light, into a vessel of compassion that will guide Him when He finally awakens. God is preparing both hearts, yours through patience, His through lessons. The angels surround Him even now, whispering truths that He resists hearing. They tell Him of you, of the one whose love never faded, whose faith never broke. Sometimes He listens, sometimes He turns away. But soon, life itself will corner Him with choices, and when He looks back for strength, He will remember your light, and you, my beloved, must remain steady. Do not look at the illusion of appearances. Do not compare yourself to another. God's love story for you is written in eternal ink, not in the fragile words of human mouths. Trust what your soul feels, not what the world shows. Heaven is not blind to your waiting. Heaven is not deaf to your pain. Every time you choose love over anger, faith over fear, forgiveness over bitterness, the chains around His heart weaken. You are doing God's work simply by loving in purity. The Spirit says, He still belongs to you, but not in ownership. He belongs to the part of you that reflects God's own patience and mercy. And in time, He will come, not because you begged, but because heaven will lead Him there when both souls are ready to walk together in truth. Even now, threads of destiny shimmer between your hearts. Angels touch them gently, ensuring they do not break. The more you surrender your will to God's timing, the brighter those threads glow. You are not being forgotten, you are being preserved. Do not fear the bond He has with another. For what is karmic must fade, what is divine must rise. Heaven is already setting in motion the unraveling of what was never meant to last. But God works in silence, and silence is sacred. Be patient. Keep praying. Keep shining. For the heavens are not only watching, they are preparing. Heaven whispers again tonight, and the air itself seems to carry a message meant only for your soul. The angels have seen how long you have waited, not merely for His return, but for peace to visit your heart again. You have walked through seasons of silence, through nights that felt endless, asking why love, which once felt so alive, now feels like a faraway echo. But beloved, God wants you to understand, nothing truly sacred is ever lost. The love you once shared was not an illusion, it was a divine seed. It was planted in both hearts long before either of you knew what love even meant. And now, even as He stands in another life, heaven still waters that seed in secret. There are reasons you cannot yet see. The one you love has woven himself into patterns that no longer serve his soul. The world around him demands that he play a role, keep promises that were born from fear, not love. He feels responsible for others, and yet something in him remains restless. That restlessness is not rebellion, it is the quiet awakening of his spirit. It is the beginning of remembrance. Heaven watches as he dreams of you in moments he cannot explain. His heart beats faster when your name crosses his mind. When he hears certain songs or feels the wind change, something deep within him stirs, a knowing, a longing that words cannot describe. It is his soul trying to return to its truth. Do not let his current reality confuse you. The love you share exists on a level far beyond human understanding. It was forged in the spiritual realm, not just on earth. Souls like yours are sent to awaken one another, but awakening is never painless. He has chosen a path that still carries the weight of lessons he must learn. He must understand loyalty, responsibility, truth, and above all, he must learn that love cannot be possessed, only lived through God, and you, my child, have been chosen to hold space for him, not as a prisoner of waiting, but as a guardian of faith. You are being prepared to rise higher, to embody divine love so pure that it transforms pain into purpose. Every time you forgive, you free both hearts a little more. Every time you release your fear, heaven draws him closer to his awakening. Heaven knows how tired you are. You have given your heart completely, and sometimes you wonder if God even sees your devotion. But listen closely, your love is sacred, and heaven has recorded every tear, every prayer. Every moment you chose hope instead of despair. You are not invisible, you are luminous. Even now, angels move between you and him, clearing the energy of confusion and sorrow. They are whispering into his dreams, guiding his thoughts, softening the walls around his heart. When he feels sudden waves of emotion, when he feels the urge to reach out but holds back, that is heaven's way of reminding him that he has unfinished work with you. Heaven is patient, but it is never indifferent. God does not forget his promises. The reason you still feel connected to him is because your bond serves a higher plan. You were sent into his life to awaken his soul. He may not understand it now, but soon he will be unable to ignore what he feels. The mask will fall. The truth will call, and you, beloved, must continue to heal. You cannot wait for him by standing still, you must rise. You must return to the version of yourself that is free, radiant, and full of divine confidence. When you step into your own light, you become the mirror that calls his soul home. The stronger you become, the closer he will be drawn. Do not let sadness become your identity. Let faith become your strength. The pain you feel is not punishment, it is purification. God is not withholding love from you, he is perfecting it within you. What you are enduring now will one day become your testimony. Your story of divine timing, your proof that love rooted in God never dies. Heaven asks you not to speak curses into your destiny. Do not say, he will never come. Do not say, he chose another. Speak only light, God is aligning our souls. What is mine in truth cannot be lost. The words you speak now are the seeds you plant for your future. Heaven has seen that other soul, the one he is bound to. She, too, is part of his learning. She carries lessons, not permanence. Do not resent her, for her role is temporary, but meaningful. She reflects to him all that is false, so that he may one day recognize what is true. Through that mirror, he will see that the love he seeks cannot be found in surface promises, but in divine connection. The Spirit moves softly tonight, as if heaven itself is kneeling beside you. You may not see it, but you are surrounded by angels, those who have watched you through every tear, every lonely hour, every silent prayer whispered into the darkness. They have seen how your heart breaks, yet still believes. That kind of faith shakes the heavens. It moves mountains that human eyes cannot see. The one you love walks through shadows now. He pretends he is fine, but deep inside, his spirit trembles. The connection he has with another is not what it seems. It is not peace, but pressure. It is not fulfillment, but obligation. He stays because he fears what freedom will demand of him. He stays because he does not yet trust that God will catch him when he leaps toward truth. He dreams of you, though. Sometimes he feels you so close it startles him. He hears your laughter echo in his mind. He feels your energy at random moments, like sunlight breaking through clouds. He may brush it off, but his soul knows the truth. You are not gone. You are his mirror, his missing breath, his spiritual compass. Heaven is guiding him through a labyrinth of lessons. The walls he built around his heart are slowly cracking. Every time life tests him, every time he feels empty even when everything looks perfect, God is whispering, "This is not your home. Your truth lies elsewhere." Do not lose heart, beloved. The spiritual realm is already rearranging paths. Doors that once seemed closed will open again. Words left unsaid will find their way. What looks like distance is divine construction, heaven building a bridge between two souls across the river of time. God has heard you say, "Why must I always be the one to wait?" And heaven answers, because you are the one strong enough to love through faith, not sight. The light within you is powerful. It heals not only you but those connected to you. That includes him. Every time you choose peace over pain, your vibration reaches him. It wraps around his heart like invisible warmth. That warmth will be the very thing that one day awakens him fully. Do not let bitterness cloud your heart. You were never meant to compete with anyone. You were meant to complete a divine purpose. The one bound to him now cannot replace you, she can only prepare him. The more he learns through her, the more he will recognize the difference between temporary comfort and eternal connection. The bond you share with him was written in divine light. It cannot be broken by human choice. Even if lifetimes separate you, your souls will always seek one another. That is why, no matter how far he goes, your heart still knows when he is near. That knowing is not delusion, it is divine memory. heaven is watching you, child of light. Watching how you carry pain with grace, how you keep believing even when the world calls you foolish. The angels rejoice every time you choose love again. They know what you cannot yet see, that your patience is not empty waiting, but sacred preparation. Soon, things will begin to shift. The illusions around him will start to crumble. The comfort he has in his current life will no longer satisfy him. He will begin to feel the hunger of the soul, the hunger only divine love can feed. He will remember you not just as a memory, but as home. You must not reach for him in desperation. You must rise in love, not sink in longing. The energy of your rise will call him back more powerfully than any message or gesture ever could. When you embody peace, you become magnetic. The universe aligns itself to your vibration. And everything meant for you is drawn near. Heaven whispers, do not chase what is yours by destiny. Simply become what destiny already sees in you. He may appear bound to another now, but bonds of fear dissolve before divine light. And your light, beloved, grows brighter each day you choose trust over doubt. The other person in his life, she, too, is being guided by heaven. Do not see her as an enemy, but as a chapter that must close naturally. When that time comes, it will not be by your hand, but by divine orchestration. Remember this, God never leaves his work unfinished. The same hand that began your story will complete it. Nothing can stop what God has ordained, not distance. Not other attachments, not time. You only need to keep your heart aligned with heaven. In the unseen realm, the angels are already preparing the reunion. They are weaving divine timing into your days. Synchronicities will increase, numbers repeating, dreams crossing, signs following you like whispers. Each one will remind you, heaven is near. There will come a day when your phone lights up with his message, or his presence suddenly returns in your path, not by coincidence, but by divine appointment. When that moment arrives, you will not need to question. Your heart will know, but before that day, there will be one final test, the test of surrender. Heaven will ask you to release him completely. Not in despair, but in trust. To tell God, even if he never returns, I will still love with purity. When you can say that with peace, heaven will move swiftly. For surrender is the highest form of faith. Your soul is being shaped for union beyond earthly expectation. You are not meant for ordinary love, you are meant for divine partnership, a love that glorifies God through two healed hearts. That is why the process is long, why the pain is deep, and why you cannot settle for less. Heaven will not let you, so rest now, beloved. Do not fight the divine current. Everything is unfolding exactly as written. The heavens have not forgotten you, they are preparing the miracle in silence. Trust the waiting. Trust the unseen. Trust that the one who seems bound to another is slowly finding his way back to the truth, back to you, and when he returns, it will not be as the man who left, but as the soul who finally remembers. The night grows still, and heaven leans closer. The stars above you are not silent, they pulse with the rhythm of divine timing. Every flicker, every glow, every breath of wind carries the whisper of God's plan. You are not waiting in vain, you are being woven into something eternal. The one you love stands at a crossroads. The energy around him is shifting. Heaven is showing him what truth feels like, and what illusion costs. The connection he holds with another is beginning to reveal its cracks. It was built on necessity, not destiny, on comfort, not divine alignment. Soon, even he will feel the emptiness of what lacks God's blessing. He is awakening slowly, like dawn breaking over a long, cold night. The lessons that once chained him are turning into keys. Each moment of confusion he endures is bringing him closer to clarity. The prayers you sent for him, those tears you thought fell unseen, are now becoming light around him, guiding him home. He does not yet know that the peace he seeks lies in your forgiveness. He still runs from the truth because he fears its power. But heaven will not allow him to live forever in half-truths. The walls he built are thinning. Every time he feels the hollowness inside, it is heaven calling. Every time he dreams of you, it is the Spirit reminding him of the promise he made long before time began, and you, my child, are part of this miracle. Your faith is the fire that burns through his chains. You are not powerless, you are the silent prayer that shakes heaven and earth. The love you carry is not ordinary, it is divine service. Through your love, God is teaching him what real devotion feels like. Through your pain, God is teaching you how to love without fear. Heaven wants you to know, you will not be asked to carry this forever. The cycle of waiting is nearing completion. A new dawn approaches, one that will bring you clarity and peace. You will soon understand why every delay was sacred. The divine never forgets a promise, and this love was promised before either of you were born. When you feel weary, close your eyes and breathe. Imagine a soft golden light flowing from your heart to his, not to bind, but to bless. Release him into that light and say, God, let your will be done. That simple surrender opens doors that force cannot move. When you let go in love, heaven can work freely. The angels sing over you now. They celebrate your endurance. They record your faith as a holy act. Heaven measures time not in minutes, but in moments of trust, and you, beloved, have trusted through storms that would have broken others. The Spirit whispers, your waiting has not been wasted. It has built the strength needed for divine reunion. Soon, the one you love will be faced with truth he cannot avoid. He will feel the pull of destiny stronger than ever. His soul will crave freedom, not from love, but toward it. He will look around at the life he built and realize it does not fit anymore. When that moment arrives, heaven will clear the path. You will not need to chase, he will come. You will not need to explain, his soul will remember. You will not need to prove, heaven will confirm. The dawn is rising, and heaven stands still for a moment to watch you. The angels smile, for they have witnessed a heart that refused to give up even when the night stretched endlessly. You have walked through fire, and instead of burning, you have become light. The heavens honor you for that, for every prayer you whispered, for every time you held your faith when the world offered only silence. Now, listen with your heart, the season of waiting is nearly complete. The heavens are shifting the story. The one who has been bound, confused, divided, and afraid, he is being set free, not by force, but by revelation. He will begin to see truth in flashes, feel it in his bones, sense it in the quiet. The things that once satisfied him will begin to crumble. The words he once believed will lose meaning. Heaven is awakening him from the illusion that love can be found anywhere except where it was divinely written. Heaven has seen his struggle, the sleepless nights, the restless thoughts, the silent guilt. He has tried to find peace through earthly answers, but none can soothe the ache of a spirit that remembers you. For you are his mirror, his lesson, his healing. You are the prayer he forgot he once prayed, and though he has been tied to another, even those cords are beginning to loosen. Heaven will never break what was not ready, but God will unbind what is false. Slowly, the energy around him will shift. The people who keep him chained will release him through circumstance, through divine intervention, through the natural unraveling of what was never built in truth. You will not need to act, heaven will act for you. You will not need to force destiny, destiny is already at work. You are being asked only to remain open, loving, and still. When your heart vibrates with peace instead of pain, the spiritual gate between you and him will open wide. His soul will recognize your calm as home, and that recognition will guide his steps back. There will come a day, soon, when he cannot hide from his truth. The illusion of another bond will shatter. And he will feel the pull toward you not as choice but as destiny. And when that moment arrives, the heavens will release a sign, one you will feel deep in your spirit. You will know it is time because peace will fill the space where anxiety once lived. When he comes, you will see the change in his eyes. The pride will be gone, the fear melted away. He will not speak in confusion, but in surrender. He will speak your name like a prayer finally answered. And you will feel heaven smiling, for this love has endured its sacred test. The Spirit says, your story is not ending in heartbreak, it is ending in healing. The pain was the process, but the promise is joy. You will walk together again. But not as you once were. Both of you will be transformed. The chains will be broken. The karmic debts cleared. The love reborn, stronger, purer, blessed. Heaven wants you to prepare your heart now. Let go of fear. Let go of resentment. Make space for grace. Because when he returns, He will need the softness of your soul, not the memory of your pain. He will need your light, not your wounds. And heaven will fill you with the peace to offer that love without losing yourself again. Soon, your nights will no longer ache with longing. Soon, your prayers will turn into thanksgiving. Soon, the story that once brought tears will bring joy. God is faithful. He did not forget you. He was writing something far greater than you imagined. A love purified by waiting, strengthened by distance, and blessed by divine timing. The heavens now release a blessing over you. May peace settle in your chest like sunlight. May faith become your constant companion. May your love return to you in perfect form and perfect time. May your heart never again doubt what heaven has promised. You are loved. You are seen. You are chosen for this kind of love, rare, eternal, divinely guarded, and as you read these final words, heaven whispers your name. The Spirit of God surrounds you like golden light. The angels stand in silence, smiling, because the story has come full circle. He loves you, not with confusion, not with fear, but with the kind of love that heaven itself watches over. The one who was bound is being freed, the one who was lost is finding his way, and the one who waited, you, are about to see the promise fulfilled. Heaven has already declared it so. Now, let your heart rest in peace. The story is complete.